If you're thinking about doing your landscape this weekend, watch this video first because these are the 3 things that I see homeowners doing the most that is going to set them up for failure in the future. So before you pick up a shovel, before you go buy that bag of mulch, consider these 3 things so that you don't cause yourself a $1,000, $10,000, or $100,000 problem in the future. All right, let's get into it. So the number 1 thing that I see homeowners do is planting trees that are going to grow too large for a space too close to their house. A great example of this, if you've ever driven past an old farmhouse, is the tree that's planted right next to the front door. And what this does is if you plant a large deciduous tree right next to your front door, is those roots are gonna get into your foundation and start eating away at the rock. Fun fact, a lot of hardwoods, especially oaks, have the ability, they secrete an acid from the end of their root tips that eats through even granite. And so if you're planting this tree too close to your house, it's gonna do the same exact thing to your foundation, which can cause a lot of expense down the road. The way to avoid this is simply to search the plant that you're putting into your landscape, see if 1, it's good for your area, 2, how big it gets, or its growth maturity. Because what you don't want to do is put in a little teeny tiny plant right next to your house and then realize later that it actually grows to be huge. A great other example of this, not just the farmhouse with the oak trees right next to the front door, but another great example of this is if you see people's houses with a spruce tree that is eating the house. A really overgrown house that looks all dark inside, like someone lives in there and just spends all day stirring a big bubbling cauldron. Commonly what causes that to be the vibe of a house is if someone planted a blue spruce or evergreens too close to the house and then didn't trim them at all for years. Generally, when landscapers design a landscape, we plan for a 15-year time horizon. That means that if you plant it today, in 15 years, we're expecting that you're gonna have to redo your landscape. So if you're planning your own landscape, keep that in mind. Keep in mind that it's not gonna be forever, and if you do want it to be forever, plant it in a place where once it grows to its full maturity, it's not going to crowd out the house, the other landscape, or anything else that's important. Make sure that it has longevity, and it's not gonna be a danger to your house, your yard, or your neighbor's house. The second thing that I see people do when they're doing their own landscape is putting down too much mulch. Now, this is not necessarily a cost problem other than the extra cost that you're spending on the mulch, but this is just a classic issue where you're making your house look a little bit more trashy while trying to fix it up, and so it just defeats the purpose. So if you're trying to figure out how much mulch you should get for your property, here's what we recommend. Calculate the square footage of your bed space, and you're gonna wanna divide that by 180. So just to make this easy, if you have 180 square feet of bed space, and you divide that by 180, it equals 1. And so that is exactly how many cubic yards of material you are going to need. Now, you might have to do a little more math to split that out into bags of mulch if you're going with bags, but pro tip, if you go to the places where the landscapers go to get their mulch, oftentimes those places will deliver the mulch to your house and for just like a little extra fee, and that little extra fee will probably add up to the same amount of you having to go to the box store, get the bags of mulch, carry them to your car, load up your car, take them to your house, unload them. So these guys, for the same price pretty much, can just you can make one call and say, hey, I need 1 yard of mulch delivered to, insert your address, and they will come and deliver it directly to your driveway. You can spread it perfectly over the landscape, and then you have just enough to put down over the entire landscape. So that is the second thing. And then the third thing that homeowners do is not counting the cost of the landscape as a whole. So you'll see a landscape that's partway done and it's just not completed. A huge reason for that is that people run out of funds for their landscape, which is just such a bummer because I love beautiful spaces and I love when they're done well. But when you can't finish it, man, that is a bummer. So to tie this all up, the things that you need to be considering if you're a homeowner looking to do your own landscape are, number 1, make sure that your plants are the right size or will be the right size once they're all grown up for the space that you're putting them in. Number 2, calculate the square footage for your mulch. And that ties right into number 3, count the cost of the materials that you're gonna do before you actually put in your landscape. So if you have any questions about that, if you're doing your own landscape or you'd like to do your own landscape, I'm a professional designer and I would love to help you out. Just let me know in the comments section what the specifics of your project are, and maybe we can set something up and get a design built for you.